Hey guys, welcome to the 83rd Animated Girls Profile Confidential. Hope you all having a healthy and safe Thanksgiving weekend, and hopefully you've had a safe and healthy shopping of Black Friday, in store and online. But as you can see today, we're going to talk about someone that is part of the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise. In fact, she is an integral part of it, and that is Mai Valentine. And Mai Valentine started out basically as an antagonist, had a lot of character growth given to her throughout the series run, was presented as a potential love interest for Joey Wheeler, which I thought was pretty cool. And I think the reason they made Mai that way, made her one of those characters that started out as an antagonist but grew and became, grew into and became the protagonist that we know and love. The reason they made her that is because they wanted to have someone be like a foil to Joey, because Joey was always like wisecracking and stuff, and bringing Mai into the equation, I think, kind of balanced things out. I mean, yes, you had Taya that would help keep Joey and Tristan in line, but I think when Mai entered the equation, it's like that was the balancing out that was needed, because now you can have, Taya still keep Joe and Trist in line, but you had someone that would basically be more tolerable of Joey and be able to kind of counter him, as a wisecracker, be able to play tricks on him, kind of, mess with him a little bit, kind of give him a dose of his own medicine, if you will. And again, her character is one of those characters in the series, throughout the series, and even the manga, which really grew into a character that, at first you're supposed to hate, dislike, but, as her character developed, she became a fan favorite, and people appreciated her, they enjoyed her. And throughout the series, they've given her plenty of examples of how loyal she becomes to Yugi, to Joey, to Taya, to Tristan, to all of them throughout the series run. For example, towards the end of the first season, we get introduced for the first time to the virtual reality world developed by Kaiba Corporations, and we find out that Mai is there as well, that she was asked to test this by some people at Kaiba Corp, and she has no idea what's going on until she encounters, Yugi and Joey and Mokuba in the same realm trying to save Seto. And it's really, to me, it's a really good moment for her as a character in that three-parter, especially when she's the one that gives Yugi the last encouraging words before being vaporized, if you will, in the virtual reality, which basically, as the story goes in Yu-Gi-Oh, once a character gets vaporized, especially when it came to the big five that were responsible for this, once that character gets vaporized, the mind is suspended in animation. In other words, either Yugi and his friends win the game in virtual reality, or if they lose, then their minds, or then the bodies become the new homes of the big five, whose minds are trapped in the virtual reality. So, long story short, like I said, she really proved her worth in this three-parter, and she definitely played a huge role in season 2 as well. I mean, she was taken out towards the end of it, and then when they went into the side sub-arc, which revisited virtual reality, she was taken out doing that, put into a coma, because her soul got tossed into the shadow realm because she lost. And then, of course, you have Joey trying to fight for her, which, again, kind of played up to the fact that she was being groomed as a potential love interest for Joey, and that Joey now was sharing those same feelings. And this was shown throughout the entire season, or throughout the entire series, I should say, which was really good. A true testament, of course, came around seasons 3 and 4 when she got manipulated by this. I can't think of what his name is, but this guy that controlled this one card called the Oracle, if you will, or something like that. And basically, this card, if you lost a match, would trap your soul inside a wall, inside of a stone, to help, revive to life this Leviathan creature. And she got controlled, manipulated, brainwashed until Joey faced her in a duel, which kind of snapped her out of it, broke the control, because he sacrificed himself because he basically allowed himself to lose the match. And this, again, like I said, caused Mai to snap out of the control, break the control, and see what was going on, what was happening to Joey. And she vowed revenge, because, this is someone she truly cares for, obviously developed feelings for him more than just, like a budding friendship and all that. So she vows revenge, and unfortunately she gets her soul trapped as well. And then after that, after that saga's done, she decides to ride off, and basically vowing that, she'll return to Joey, she'll return to Yugi and Taya, but right now she can't do that because she has to redeem herself for falling victim to what happened in that 3rd to 4th season, which was called, I think, Waking the Dragons saga or something. But overall, though, Mai's contribution to the series as a character, I think, is one of the best contributions you're going to get in an anime or Western animated series, and is a good example, in my opinion, of a character's growth and development from being originally an antagonist to a protagonist, and thus throughout a fan favorite. Because again, she had the wit, she had the smarts, she had the attitude and the personality to really, match up, to that of Joey and even Tristan, and really over time develop a respect and bond and friendship with Taya. So overall, Mai Valentine to me is a character that, if you want a good example of a true character growth, no matter what, no matter where the show developed from originally, if you want a good example of character growth and development, just check out her character, watch all of Yu-Gi-Oh! All 5-6 seasons, if you will, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about right there. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, she's one of the first new friends that, Yugi and Taya encounter in the first couple of episodes of season 2, who, she basically sees them and greets them. So, that's kind of like a first step in that direction, action of really bringing her into the protagonist role that she would get eventually. And she basically, to me, set the standard for a lot of other female characters throughout the future spin-offs of Yu-Gi-Oh! From Yu-Gi-Oh! GX to 5Ds and many others that followed, where you would have a character very similar to her that would seem a little antagonistic at first, but then would be won over and become a good person in the end. So, yeah, Mai Valentine, I can't say any more than what I've said already. So, again, if you want a good example of this, check out the character, check out Yu-Gi-Oh! The first couple of seasons for yourself, and see exactly what I'm talking about. And that's all I'm going to say, guys. So thank you all for watching this 83rd edition of the Animated Girls Profile Confidential. We are 17 away from 100. And let me know what you predict could be the 100th one, and what other ones do you think I'll be tackling as we head towards the 100th edition. But until then, guys, comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I am out.